Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, December 6th, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I speak possibility into life. And today we have Mercury shifting and we have the moon shifting into Gemini, preparing us for the full moon Wednesday evening. And we have the Sun and Uranus building into an inconjunct. So this is some pretty powerful energies that we are working with. We begin the day with Mercury at 29, squaring Jupiter at 29. So Mercury, Sagittarius, 29, squaring Jupiter, 29, Pisces. This 29 Pisces degree just really holds so much karmic potentiality. And yet, Mercury in Sagittarius is like, I take that and I can shift that. And I take that and I can shift that. So keep that in mind with whatever you have going on, that you do have the power to bring solution. You do have the power to bring other possibilities. Mercury at 29 Sagittarius, these possibilities, this inspiration, sets us up for Mercury moving into Capricorn. Mercury will shift into Capricorn at 2:08 p.m. and Mercury is about to spend a very long time in the sign of Capricorn. I don't have my now 2023 year ahead book open here, but I do believe it will be into February that we're going to have Mercury hanging out in Capricorn. Mercury is going to begin its shadow period, actually not too long from now, just in a few days, and it's going to move pretty much through a large part of Capricorn and then retrograde on back and then move on through again. So we're going to have a lot of this energy, and this feels aligned with Pluto finishing up in Capricorn, even though Pluto's going to take the next year to 2 years to finish up in Capricorn. It's not going to be till sometime in 2024 that Pluto finishes up in Capricorn. We're still going to have that 29th degree. Somebody questioned or called out the final degree energy, and it's just something that I've seen over and over in doing charts and even in the astro. How much lesson power is in that master 29 final degree of anything. Having Pluto moving into that is definitely going to be pushing our Capricorn lessons. So here we're getting a jump on them with Mercury moving into Capricorn. Part of Capricorn energy is the energy of authority. So with Mercury moving into Capricorn, this is a call to mentally decide, mentally take that power back of personal authority to make decisions in your life. This is where we take the possibility of Sagittarius and where we were speaking them like into being. Capricorn is then where we make these things happen. Capricorn can make the things happen. If they're going to happen, Capricorn energy can definitely physically manifest it. And so we are taking Mercury, the planet of mental energy, and deciding I have the authority to make this happen, to manifest this in my life. We then have different lessons in Aquarius and Pisces, right? But here what we're learning in Capricorn is that energy. So it's a call back to your authority, and it's a call to personal, mental, and communicable, I think, responsibility. Remembering this power that you do have within yourself. Now, of course, we're going to have Mercury at 0 degrees today after it shifts. So Mercury at 29, Mercury at 0, there can be Mercury mischief. There can be Mercury shenanigans. So we're not in that shadow period yet. We are not engaging the Mercury mischief in that way yet. And yet you may experience some snafus in communication and all of that. That doubles down because of this full moon coming in the sign of Gemini that's going to be aligning with Mars. So a lot of strong communication energy right now But this goes back to that energy mantra, speaking these possibilities into life. Keep that in mind over the next few days. And I mentioned somewhere, I think it was in my patron month ahead, that even though this is a full moon, there is very powerful seeding happening in this full moon for jumping ahead into what will be when we do have Mars finally move forward in January. Hey, that rhymed. Speaking of the moon will be shifting out of Taurus and into Gemini at 12:48 p.m. Pacific time. So we may find that first part of the morning a little quiet as the moon finishes up in Taurus. We also have some lazy cat going on as the moon and Jupiter connect. Take that time to meditate. Take that time to connect to your values. And again, anything karmic that is unfolding at this time, see where you can bring in any solution. The moon is also connecting to Pluto early in the morning, and Pluto is again reminding us the power of personal responsibility in this energy. Now, I am going to, well, I want to say one more thing. After the Mercury shifts into Gemini, I'm not even making sense anymore. After Mercury shifts into Capricorn, there we go, at 2 p.m., we don't have any more strong connections happening, but we are building to an inconjunct with Uranus, which really isn't happening till later in the day, but I think you may be feeling that between Moon and Gemini, Mercury making the shift, this Uranus energy, the electrical vibes are definitely going to be spiking in this. Take time to get grounded in yourself, be present in yourself, and make sure that you're not just letting your brain run away with the game. So, like I was going to say, I do have my usual cards, and yet I got the best oracle deck. Oh my goodness. The Sacred Revolution Oracle. And I pulled a card that I have here that we're going to dig into. But I'm going to show you really fast these cards. New Vision. Speaking life into possibility. Speaking possibility into life. That being said, we do feel some challenge energy. There is some fighting. That Mars Moon energy can get very reactive, and a lot of it may be your own stinking thinking. Be very aware where your thinking could be taking you away from that sacred vision energy. All right, there's also, got clinging to the past, that Jupiter energy at 29 degrees. So watch out for where you're holding on to something that is karmic and ready to be evolutionized. Revolutionized. I also have the Lover's card in reverse for today. So we just may be feeling nah in our connection. But again, maybe this is a call to pull back into your own balance of possibilities into the world. So let us enter the mystery. My tagline for Gaia Blooming has always been embrace the mystery. So we've embraced the mystery, and here we are entering it. This is the card. Look at this beauteousness. I'm not going to read the whole thing because there's a lot here, but it's basically, I love this line, turn your mess into your message. Offer your medicine to the ecosystem. You must add your unique stroke to this collective masterpiece of the world, or else it will be forever lost. What you say, think, create with your conscious thoughts, intentions, and actions matter and affects the strings in the great web of all life. Each one of us is needed now to show up in the fullness of who we truly are. Your masterpiece is really reaching your peak human potential in this lifetime. And again, calling in that decision power with Mercury in Capricorn, decide to fully show up. That's step one, you know? It's embodying your full artistry in every moment and continually stretching and growing into the fullness of who you are meant to be in the world, stepping into your personal destiny. You carry an essential nutrient for the ecosystem of humanity, and it's needed for all of us to thrive. So I'm going to leave that here for now. We may dig into this later. I will be for sure pulling these cards over the next few days with various things. But what, in just a word or as simple as possible, what are you here to bring? And just to bring mine to as simple as possible, I have always felt like I was here to reflect love. So that is what I do when I show up daily for the scopes. I am reflecting love to all of you. So I'm going to leave that here for today. Book a reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.